What's up YouTube? Steve back at it again with another VeVe video. I guess you could also call me aka Steve VeVe. Just wanted to touch base real quick on that Batman versus Killer Croc statue that just released a little bit earlier. I took an L like I figured would probably happen. This last week it sort of became almost more than impossible to get the drops. They were already really hard to get, but I was sort of lucky for a while. But this last week, it's like I got the first Craven's comic, I got the second one, and then I took an L on the third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, and I also just took an L again on the statue. So it's crazy what's happening. I mean, it's the influx of new users. Of course, there's definitely probably some bot problems. Honestly, for a while, I sort of didn't think bots really were that much of a problem. I thought it was just people finding somewhere to place blame. But I genuinely believe now that bots are a pretty big problem with these drops. And I say that just because, I mean, as I'm looking at the market today, I see the same user selling, he's selling like a bunch of the statues. And I'm like, how in the world is that possible when everybody, it seems like, took an L? Well, it's because these people with the bots, they're taking a lot of this stock. You know, I saw one user with one bot for one of those comics. He hit like 210 Craven's comics. I forget which edition it was. So, I mean, that's pretty hard to believe. And a lot of people are hopeful that this queue system is going to change that, but I don't see that happening, and I wouldn't rely too heavily on the queue system fixing anything. You know, I've been dealing with this for years, like I showed you in my first video with the sneakers and everything. I've been doing sneakers on and off since, I would say, 2015, 2016, and bots were even a problem then. And, you know, fast forward all the way to 2021, finally Nike figured out a way to stop them. So, you know, we can't really bash on VeVe too hard. They're a very brand new company, and they weren't even expecting anywhere near the amount of users that they have today, and they're gaining 40,000 users a day still. So they're still very new, and there's going to be a lot of tweaking that needs to be done. You can't just expect them to implement one thing and then it ends up just stopping the bots, because that's not the case at all. Every company that releases things that are limited, this is just how it's going to be. And I'm not going to lie, I mean, I was cursing VeVe a little bit this morning because with this system load error, whatever they call it, you know, it's really frustrating. You know, you get your hopes up a little bit, you think that you're going to hit something, or you get in your head saying, oh, I'm gonna get this drop today, and then it ends up going like that, and you get a system load error. Next thing you know, I mean, 1 millisecond after that, it's over. You know, just then on top of that, my thing was sitting there saying, you know, reserving with the spin and circle. That's an L. You know, that's an instant L when it does that. So I mean, it's frustrating. And then you go into the market, and then you see one person and he has sold about 10 separate mints, and you know, I agree, it's definitely frustrating, but you know, there's going to be light at the end of the tunnel. VeVe's still really new, and I genuinely believe that they'll be able to figure it out. Nike, like I was telling you before, they used to do a first come first serve. And now that they do something, since they do the drops now exclusively on the sneakers app, they sort of found a way to prevent bots. And even when they did first create the sneakers app, there were still people who were using bots, and they were just entering 100, 200 accounts into the queue. so they would have a higher chance of hitting than, say, me or you, who are only able to get in one or two accounts into the drop. So, don't think that the queue system here on VeVe is just going to fix everything, because it's probably not. It's going to probably be just as hard, if not harder, to get the drops. I wasn't very excited for the queue system up until this week. I thought that, the people who have their little strategies to try and get them would have a better chance at copping than if they do the queue system, because that would allow everybody to join. But now I'm like, whatever, I'm ready for something new, because my techniques, they're just not working anymore after this week. And I'm sure a lot of you people feel that way too. Everybody seemed to have their own little secret sauce, and that secret sauce it doesn't work. It's like, now it's really just luck of the draw. If you could even, if you even get like all of the editions allocated, I mean, I wouldn't have been so upset today if they said to me, oh, all editions allocated. But system load error, or whatever, heavy system load error, that's worse. And then then it just sits there spinning, reserving. Then that's it. You can't even go for a rebound. So I'm sure a lot of you people are frustrated with this system right now. I took an L. Let me know in the comments if you guys were able to grab one, if you were lucky enough to grab one. I certainly wasn't. When the market first opened, it was like $7.99 was the lowest I saw, and they're almost, they were creeping over 2,000 at a point. They're at around 1,700 last I checked. I was going to buy one for 700 gems if that's what the floor price was, but it's just so expensive right now. It really doesn't make any sense to me. I would like to hear what you guys think about the valuation of what they're at right now, 1,700 gems. Personally, that's a hard pass for me. I genuinely, I can't see this being that well of a long-term hold. I know a lot of people might disagree with me, but I just think that for that 1,700 gem price point, there's a lot better things that you could use those gems on. And personally, right now, I'm going to buy Wally. He's right at around 1,300 gems right now, so I think that just the Disney Golden Moments is definitely going to end up being a better play, especially in the long run. And I already have the Pizza Planet truck, which I paid. I'm doing pretty well on that. I paid right around 1,000 for it, I think, and it's right around 2,000 gems right now. So, that was a good move. And in that specific set, it's the Pixar truck, the Pizza Planet trucks, excuse me, and Wally. So I think for my 1,200 gems, I think, I'm going to be able to complete the set of, that Pixar Disney Golden Moments. I'll have Wally, I'll have the Pizza Planet truck, and I'll have actually a first completed set. That was something I wasn't very concerned about, but I just think that, the Golden Moments will perform better over time than this statue. So let me know what you think about that. I mean, once again, none of this is financial advice. This is just all my opinion. But that's where I'm going to be parking my gems for right now. And, I guess you could say that the statue does complete a set as well. But I just, in my personal opinion, I just don't see where the long-term value is in this exactly, As a kid, I was a big Batman fan, and I don't necessarily remember Killer Croc, if I'm being honest, The big villains, they always just strike me as the Joker and the Penguin. So, I have Joker FA, which I'm making out very well on. I had the opportunity to buy Penguin when he was like 400, 500 gems, but he is really blown up from that point now, so I'm going to hold off on him for a little bit. But I mean, just those villains to me, you know, Batman, Penguin and Joker, they seem like a better play than first edition Killer Croc. You know, don't get me wrong, the statue looks nice, but I'm a value buyer, and just at, you know, at 1,700 gems, it's not a value to me. I mean, I don't even think at 1,200 gems I would be able to say that this is a value. So I wanted to just be able to put this video out, hear some comments from you guys, see what you think, see if you're going to be purchasing it, see if you're going to be holding off. Maybe you could let me know where you're going to put your gems at if you choose on not buying this statue, because I know that I loaded up gems. You know, I have right around 800 gems that I was going to use because I was anticipating this to be about 600 to 800 gems. And this is way out of that reach right now, so that's why I said I'll load up a little bit more and I'll just buy the Wally and we'll go from there. So let me know where you're going to park your gems at for now, and let me know if you think that I'm right, if you agree with me. Let me know if you think that I'm crazy and I should probably buy the statue instead of Wally. You know, I just want to hear from you down in the comments below. But I'll let you get back to your day. Steve VeVe signing off. Please remember to hit that like button for me, subscribe, and leave a comment down below, and I'd love to engage with you.